So, last time we prepared some submarine environment art and also our monster's first look. And now comes the monster AI. It's the part that gives the monster its brain and also personality. First, we started with a bit of research. One of the best examples of monster AI is the Alien Isolation game. Its Alien AI is known for being smart and unpredictable. It adapts to the player's behavior and tries to counter it. Alien Isolation uses behavior graphs for controlling the alien. In simple words, a behavior graph is like a flowchart that first checks for some condition and then decides what it should do. It put the alien into different states, like searching, stalking, chasing the player, etc. It also makes the alien react to sound and any other movement in the environment. This approach makes aliens feel alive and hard to defeat, so we decided to use behavior graphs as well. Unity provides the graph structure by default, so we started by making a simple behavior tree. We started with basic behavior where the monster first tries to find the player, and once detected, it starts chasing it. We used Nav-Mesh for pathfinding. Since our environment will be fixed in most parts, a Nav-Mesh is enough for pathfinding. We also prepared a very simple dark environment with dim lighting to test out the monster AI. It wasn't a very smart AI, but it does its job. And on its eyes, we put raycaste sensors that keep checking if the player is in visible range of the monster. So if the player is behind a wall or some object, then the monster won't detect it. Now, as we tried to improve our AI logic and make it smarter, we soon realized that handling different states with a behavior tree is not an easy task. There are just a lot of conditions and statuses to keep in mind. So we finally decided to remove the behavior graphs and switch to a simple state machine. It's also a very commonly used method to handle enemies and even players. The major difference here is that you don't get that graphical view, but changing from one state to another is much simpler with this approach. Although switching to a state machine did waste a bit of our work and time spent on behavior graphs, but it's better to switch early rather than regret it later. We also added hiding spots in the environment, so now the player can run around and hide from the monster. One issue we had to fix is that our environment consists a lot of different rooms and sections. Now, if the player was able to find their way to the next room while the monster is still in the old one, then it becomes very easy for the player to go around that room. So, to solve it, we make the monster automatically teleport to a new room as soon as the player enters it. This makes sure that the player won't get an easy path to the new puzzle and always has to deal with monsters in each room. In later updates, we plan to make it react to the sounds and noises that player makes, and even set traps for the player by mimicking a voice. But before updating monster further, we need to make some puzzles. These are the tasks that the player needs to finish to save the submarine from sinking. Now, personally, I don't like too many puzzles in the game, especially when solving them doesn't give any good reward. So here, we will try to make a puzzle in a way that solving each puzzle really helps player one way or another. For example, at the start, the whole submarine would be much darker, and the player needs to solve one puzzle to get a bit of light. Then there can be one more puzzle that takes out the flooding water around the submarine, making it a bit easier for the player to walk. This way, puzzle actually helps and plays an important role in the story, but that's for the next devlog. Thanks for watching. Please like and share this video and subscribe to get latest update about our game. See you in the next one. Bye bye.